And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing PlanetBase. Alright, well, the colony is pretty much done. We've got all the tech, we've got all of the, pretty much all of the milestones here. Consolidation, not sure what this one is. Population 300. We're at 96 right now, and we're really spread out. So the big problem with this is with the building limitations and the inability to sort of flatten mountains. You know, colonies like this have to stretch out, and due to the limitations with the AI, you really run into problems with bases like this. So one of the things I would like to do is try one of the available challenge scenarios on the workshop. So let's go here. We're going to save this game. And we're going to exit game. And I want to go to challenges. Now there's a few challenges in here. There's a mega base. Reach 500 population. It says Earth-like planet with no disasters. I actually went into the XMLs and changed no disasters. I changed it so meteors are a possibility. So that is, meteors are a possibility, sandstorms are not. And I saw nothing in there limiting the invaders or the intruders in your base. So we still have to deal with those as well. But sandstorms, not a thing. So yeah, there's this big base here, but I'm gonna try to go for mega base. Let's try this one out. These other ones are just you know, lots of just different levels of difficulty. And that's really, you know, things that basically turn on and off different flags. And for now, let's go mega base. I'm going to try to reach 500 population with this thing. As you can see, the planet is much flatter, much more buildable than before. And we still don't have all of the techs unlocked. So we still need to acquire the tech in order to build a better colony. So one of the things that we can do is sort of build the colony, you know, the initial colony, get it up and running, and from there we can work on acquiring that tech, and then maybe you know, maybe disassemble our original colony and build a new one with all the new tech. So immediately we're going to want an oxygen generator. So let's just sort of arbitrarily, we're going to build a big one of those. We're going to build an airlock. Let's kind of get an idea of where we're going to go with this. And we need also water extractor. So I'm thinking, you know, all this back in here. Well, there's a lot of buildable space here, so I'm looking forward to that. I want to build a water extractor sort of off the distance here. Okay, oxygen generator built. The other thing we're going to need is some power. Let's look at how much. Yeah, we got a good amount of material to work with, and you can see how I flatten the little area. I like that. Like that a lot. So yeah, we need the water extractor built, we need the large solar panel built, and we also need a power collector. I'm gonna build a big one of these too. And all of our resources, we got quite a bit, but we're gonna need a lot more. So I'm thinking a mine center over here, just a ton of mines. Let's see if we can actually build those. Mine. Oh, requires solar panels. So we gotta get the basic tech up and running. Get this thing built. Because they are gonna be running out of oxygen soon. Okay, so oh, there's the connector that pulls water. Water is now going to start feeding in oxygen, and we should be fairly happy with that. Get that built. All right, now we can actually start saving some power up, and we've got 111 metal left, 106 bioplastic, so everybody's walking to where we have oxygen now. Okay, so now that we have oxygen, we're gonna need some place to sleep. So we're gonna expand out this way. Well, let's do the dorm over here actually, because this has to be a dead end. So it absolutely has to be a dead end. And then from there we can build canteen. I'm going for big ones of all of this stuff. And again, this base will probably be temporary. Okay, so canteen. I want right over here. We got to have a place for everybody to sleep. As long as they are able to refresh their oxygen when they need it, that's a good thing. And we're also going to need some storage. So we have a canteen, we have a dorm. We're going to need some storage and a farm. We can't forget about a farm. That would be a bad thing to forget about. So farm connected up to the canteen would probably be best. Let's put the farm over here. That's 7 of each. We gotta watch our. So I'm gonna put this over here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna plan on having a good amount of this stuff. All the people that need O2, we're gonna want to let them go in and refresh before we do any major building here. Dorm has been built. That's good, but it needs to get that connection. Okay, let's make sure everybody with O2 needs gets in. Come on, everybody's invited in. Oh, there's our first meteor impact I heard. So yeah, now this is pushing out a lot of oxygen, trying to fill all this stuff. Okay, let's hide the domes, and we're gonna want some bunks in here. Place for everybody to chill and relax. Perfect. Okay. This thing needs to pressurize. See, we have 12 people, and this is enough oxygen to supply 30 people with. So I think we're doing pretty good on that front. Come on. Push that oxygen levels up. I know I built a whole lot of stuff in, so I got a lot more volume of oxygen that we need to pressurize this stuff with. Slowly climbing. And these guys are a little low on oxygen. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to pressurize. Everybody is starting to be happy. About 20% oxygen is what you go for. It's ideal. Okay, so we got some plastic coming in for beds, and we need canteens, and the last thing we're going to need is a farm. Well, we're also going to need a mine. So we might have to do a mine over here if we can. Probably do another airlock over here too. Alright, so beds are in. And this is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This is 18 beds right here. So yeah, everybody gets their own bed. And we got lots and lots of material in here yet. Okay, so what do we want to go for? This is the canteen. So we want meal makers. Here, here, here. Put a drinking fountain here. I want to put another one here and some tables. Maybe a potted plant and a video screen. That's a whole lot of plastic that's going to go in there. So we got to be careful. We're not quite at sustainability yet. So if we look at, we don't really have milestones in this game. This reach 500 population, that's kind of our ongoing milestone. I might have overextended. I got to be very, very, very careful. Okay, a mine. Obviously, we're going to want to mine like right here. Something like that. We're going to want another airlock kind of pointing right into the mine. Okay, everybody's coming in to eat. They all went out and grabbed some meals out of this. I'm not sure if once these are done, if they're going to move the meals in there. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, so the last thing we're going to need is a biodome. And yeah, I'm going to want to connect. I want to connect that here and here. No, let's not connect it there yet. And then let's see, we're going to want a processing center. Because we're going to be getting iron, we're going to be getting ore out of here, and we're going to get plastic out of here. Basically, very similar to how we ran the last one. Alright, so now we've got people going to bed. It's the middle of the day. It's nice and bright outside. Okay, we got people coming in for meals. I still think this should be able to support more than one person. Okay, so everybody's sort of relaxing, eating their food. Now they're going to get tired. Yeah, so they've got to eat. It's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of work setting up a colony like this. Okay, mine has been built. So how much power? quite a lot of power saved up. And how much power does this use? 4.5 power this thing uses. That's a considerable amount of power. So I want to make sure these get set up, and then we can start growing our own food. Give the biologists something to do. Let's see, the blue pants, I think those are the biologists. No, workers. Yellow pants are engineers. Red pants, I think those are medics. Green pants must be biologists. Let's see what this guy is. Yep, green pants are definitely biologists. Alright. As our robots sort of deliver the goods that we need for all of these. Everybody else is sort of sleeping. Alright, we got a water fountain at least. This guy needs water, but he went outside instead. Might want to do one more drinking fountain over here, just in case. Okay. Recycle, disable. No, we want to. Okay. We're producing right now. We're producing way more water than we need, which is fine. Looks like they prioritize construction over, you know, construction of new facilities over, you know, other things. Oh, the last bed went in. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Getting a little bit of this stuff delivered. All right. Whoa. Another one. Ooh, there it is. Another one. It's crazy. I have meteors set on low, and it's just crazy how many come down. Like, you would think low would be low, but all right. So now we've got all right. This guy's looking at a plant and being happy about it. Okay. This is a whole lot of volume to fill up with oxygen, so I'm guessing this is going to really push this place hard. But we have a lot more volume. You know, before it was just like these little things in here that had volume, which is why our air suffered so much. But now we've got a little bit more volume to work with, so we shouldn't have that many problems. Okay, so processing plant, I want at least one plastic and one metal to start with. And food, we're going to want some starchy stuff, so let's go peas, rice, I think that's rice, and potatoes. And wheat, let's do 1, 2 of wheat. Now we need to do tomatoes, lettuce, onion, and a medical plant. Okay. So now our biologists are going to have something to do. Thank goodness. And just in time too, because yeah, we have, look at that, we've actually got a couple ore out here that we can actually process. Good times. Whoa, water. Okay, water is an issue. We need another water extractor, and we need a big one at that. So I want to put in a water extractor right here. I want multiple lines, multiple connections for all of this, because when I start to tear things down, I'm going to want the option to tear it down in multiple directions. Alright, that got rid of all those rocks on the surface. Okay, so now we've got water. I built a water tank just for peak usage. So now, if I need to get rid of this thing, I can connect... Oh, see, I can't connect those two. So I can't actually connect this because, as you can see, it's grayed out. And it would split the base in two. And for some reason, the game cannot handle that at all. And there we go. We've got water. And now it's slowly filling up. This thing can hold quite a bit, 600 water. So if we ever have a drop in production for whatever reason, this should... It's an interesting... There we go. If we ever have a drop in production, it will be... Oh, we might need some more power storage. Okay. There's a whole lot of stuff in there. We're gonna need a storage. Some sort of storage. Yeah, I think we only have like 4 biologists. So this is way more work here for the biologists. But we're starting to generate food now. As you can see, our first meals is a basic. Throw me some pasta or something, wouldn't you? Okay, so we need some storage, and we have enough. So let's build some storage. A lot of storage. Let's see. So I'm going to want to start bringing in more colonists here as quickly as possible. So I'm going to build this there. Okay, the other thing we don't have is a medical, some sort of medical situation. So we can't treat anybody who's injured, which they do become injured when sick bay. This also has to be a dead end. So I'm going to base it off of over here. Okay. So this also has to be a dead end. You can tell that with the little T that you see. See the T on the bottom there? That means it needs to be a dead end. So if you look at this, dead end. So you can only have one connection, which makes sense because everything goes along the outside wall. You can't put anything inside there. Okay, so storage has been built, which means we can start moving the things into the storage that we need. Which means all of these things can be taken away. We don't really have any prestige right now, so not too worried. Okay, I need a medical thing and some medical beds. And then maybe one more medical thing. Medical chest. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we've got a little bit of metal, a little bit of starch, ready for processing. Okay, we are essentially self-sustaining now. So we've got all of the required bits to be self-sustaining. And we're going to probably need... We're probably going to need some more power storage. So let me queue that up. Use part of our... Okay, I want that to connect there and there. Alright, well that'll have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.